Okay, the idea is very simple. It may take 7.5 hours for me to discuss it along with you because you also are repeating it along with me, right? When this is your first time reading, in the first time reading, it may take about 7 to 7.5 hours for you. Second time reading, you automatically know which chapters you don't have to read. Third reading, you will not even look at it, which means by the time the third revision is over, you're automatically done with the book thrice. And that too, the time saved is 7:40, which means 11 hours, subject is over. 11 hours, subject is over. Yes or no? 11 hours is what I am expecting out of you in a matter of 1.5 days. In that matter of 1.5 days, if 11 hours is what you can score for yourself and you can dedicate it to DT, then after that you can spend the whole world in IDT, it doesn't matter. Okay, because you're now done with 50 or 60 marks for you. Old syllabus 60 marks still, good for us. Okay, so old syllabus is still 60 marks, and so 60 marks can easily be scored in a good amount of time. Okay, at the same time, I'm not promising you that, Rahul, because you have done marathon with me, you'll know everything. You may know things. Because it looks easy when you read it along with me, right? Going home and applying it is where the challenge is. So income tax law, the big issue which happens is you may know the provision, but sometimes when the trick is asked in front of you, you may lose the idea. That is why people may sometimes lose mark. Okay, so the idea is to not just mug up the marathon, keep leading the marathon again and again. Once you are done with the marathon, use the marathon as a benefit for you to solve papers. Understand which chapter you're not doing well. Take those chapters, try to solve some more sums against it. Then come back and again look at a marathon. Then again solve sums. Then see if you're done with the chapter. Yes, automatically what will happen is you are saving a lot of time. Instead of you taking the whole subject, doing the whole set of sums once again, 500 pages, 600 pages, wasting time and efforts there, it is not helping you. Because there are some topics which you automatically know. You sitting and wasting time on those topics is not giving you benefit in any ways. Yes or no? Yes. Spend more time at this point of time in those topics where you don't have the confidence. Okay? Because at the point of time, income tax unfortunately is a subject where one topic you miss, the whole answer will go wrong. Okay, while in other subjects and all, I can always come and tell you, Rahul, ignore this topic, ignore this topic, ignore this topic. Here it is not possible. Everything which we did before lunch is linked to each other. Okay, you miss one topic in that before lunch, your total income will not come out properly. If your total income does not come out properly, your tax will not come out properly, and then you know the sequence. Yes. So I don't want to get there. My point is very simple. My subject is a little complicated subject only to the limited extent of the fact that everything is linked, and so nothing can be let go. There is only some useless chapters like TDS and all, which is an independent chapter which you can ignore and go. But beyond that, every chapter is linked to each other, and therefore every chapter is important. So this whole marathon exercise is just for me to clarify that the subject can be completed within a span of 7 hours with me after repeating. Reading it on your own, it will take lesser than that. Second time reading, it will be half the time. Third time reading will be 1 hour. Fourth time reading, you will not even require it. Yes or no? Yes. If you can dedicate that much for me, that is fairly enough. The only problem is this can come to that position only if you have already done the sums in the past. Okay. If you are planning to not do any sums, planning to not do any application, directly going on that 1.5 days, just a marathon, soltu onnu agadu. Because you may know all the provisions in the world. Ana exam la eppadi apply pannu yarukume theriyadu. Yes or no? Yes. The subject is a theoretical plus practical paper. So practicality is also important. You have this 1 month solidly in your hand. I am not expecting you sit only on DT. Definitely not required. If you can complete 7 hours of marathon with me, one more 7 hours marathon. That's all. Okay. You can sit with yourself. 7 hours marathon. That evening you write one paper. 3 hours. How many time did you spend in the day? 10 hours. That's all. 10 hours you spent, half a day is still available. In that 10 hours, you automatically now know which topics you know. That topics, leave it off. Not required. Because then you know how to apply the topic. Yes, that you read before exam also, you will be able to crack it. There is no rocket science in that. Yes or no? Yes. Take the balance day. The whole balance 12 hours. Obviously, you're not going to sleep. You're definitely going to sleep. Assuming the balance maybe 2-3 hours. That 2-3 hours, you would now try to analyze what topics you didn't understand. That topics you revise. Yes, you're done with one revision. Now automatically one Pragya paper is getting ready. Pragya or mock 100 marks, you know where you're standing. Then you will know what mistakes you're making in the balance questions. That questions you again practice. Okay, slow and steady, you will automatically realize that, Rahul, now I know how to apply every provision. The moment you come to that position, if you are done with this kind of exercise for every subject before November, Before November. The day of 1.5 days, you don't have to sit and practice a single sum, because that day you only have to revise. That day you only have to revise, because that day you know how to apply the revision. Yes or no? Yes. This is one mistake which I noticed from most of the students, which takes you to the grave. The problem which you make is 1.5 days you don't have enough time, so you sit and solve sums that time. Doesn't work out. Doesn't work out. Or the second set of people think overconfidently that they don't need to solve sums, they only read provisions and go for the exam hall. When the exam hall, they know everything. They know everything, but they don't know how to write it. So what they'll do, they'll summa write the as per the provisions of Income Tax Act, iddan. As per the provisions of Income Tax, iddan. As per the provisions of Income Tax, iddan. Avladhan. The examiner is searching for the answer, he doesn't know where the answer is, because it is not there. The paper of tax has become EIS paper now. Theory mattum dhaan irukku, summe illa. Yes or no? Yes, let's not get to that mistake. Let's not get to that mistake. And the logic which I've told you right now is not a logic which is just for direct tax, it is commonly for every topic. And it is even better for every other subject, because every other subject is unlinked. There at least you can make a choice. Rahul, in the topic purila uttra vana. Doesn't matter. Because at this point of time, no one is expecting a rank. Some people exceptions. Some people exceptions. Yes. Some people exceptions. Yes. The point is, at this point of time, no one is expecting a rank. You are at least at this point of time at a motion that you want to get at least 60. And 60 is a good number. It's not a bad number. Yes or no? Yes. Some people are expecting 70, some people are expecting 80, which means you know in your head that you only are expecting 70 and 80, which means you still have a buffer of 20. Yes or no? Yes. Try to target that 60 and 80. No. Why do you want to sit and waste efforts on the 20 or 40, which is not going to come to your head anyways? If you wanted to take that effort, you should have taken it 6 months back. Did you try that time? No. Then why are you killing the goat right now? Yes or no? Yes. So stop worrying about what you don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. At this point of time, you worrying about what you don't know is not going to help you in any ways. You will just be crying out of the world. Nothing will care. Okay. At the end of the day, if you pass because of it or you fail because of it, no one cares about the 20 or 40. People are only bothered about pass. Yes. The day of the results when it comes, no one is going to be worried about the marks. You will click on your submit and first thing will go is you will come down. Yes or no? Yes or no? You will start like that only. You will click on the submit. No one is looking at the top. Everyone knows it's a gray color picture. No one is scared. You will suddenly jump to the bottom. Bottom la pass pata, then you'll throw the laptop. Doesn't matter. Suppose something else comes. Then now you will start. Okay, group 1 paapom. Ado varla. Seri group 2 paapom. Ado varla. Seri exemption vanducha. Ado varla. Yes. Yes. This is how the mechanism is. Yes or no? So no one is bothered about it. No one is bothered about it. If you're not bothered about it, why waste your efforts on that also? Clear or not clear? Yes. Think on those lines. Think on those lines. Let's not kill what is not required. Okay. Kill what you have already done. Not for income tax. Income tax, everything to kill. Income tax, everything to kill. Because my logic is very simple. I've told you in the class also. Prepare yourself in such a way that if something in exam comes which you don't know, it is either wrong or it is out of syllabus. Or it is out of syllabus. Yes, this is how the mechanism for my subject at least is. It is either wrong or it is out of syllabus. If it is wrong, no other option but to exempt. If it is out of syllabus, no other option but to exempt. Which means the final answer is exempt. That's all. At best, what will happen? He'll come and say, no, it is taxable. I'm like, okay, give loose 1 mark and go. Big deal. You still have 99 marks to take care of, including IDT obviously. Yes or no? You know, focus on that 99, no. Yes or no? Yes. Don't come in the exam hall, hi toba varla in the subject topic in the mark varla in the topic Rahul sonna utru na uttiten adukaprom vanduchu mark pochu. What will you do with that? What will you do with that? I have so many people who message me after the exams, Rahul, you told me this topic is not coming but came an exam. I'm like, good, go fail. What do you want me to tell? What do you want me to tell? You at that point of time, do you expect me to write, oh, I'm sorry, 4 marks lost for you. It's okay, pass in the balance 56. If you had that much sense, you would have not even wrote that message to me. Yes or no? If you knew that the 4 marks is not going to impact you, you could have at least come and told me, Rahul, 4 marks I lost, but 56 I passed. I would have been happier. You come and write to me, Rahul, this you told me that you should not read and you lost 4 marks. And what am I supposed to do? Okay, go fail. Enna panna mudiyum? Do you think tomorrow you can go to ICA and come and say, no, I read from Rahul's class, Rahul told not coming, so therefore Rahul you sue off. Well, nothing is going to happen to me. Yes or no? Yes, what is the point of you cursing me at that point? At that point of time, if you come and tell me, no, Rahul, 60 marks, 4 I lost, 56 I wrote, IDT also I'll score another 40, 99 is coming to me. Who would be happier? Yes or no? Just think it differently, right? Hey, I'm not coming and telling don't come and punish me. I don't care. I will ignore it and go. That's all. The best part about my WhatsApp is it is all unseen. Okay, no double tick is working, no last scene is working. You do what nonsense you want, I don't care. At some point of time, if I don't like the message, I will not reply. As simple as that. Okay, if I get very frustrated, you will be blocked. Simple. Okay, the point is, doesn't matter, people. Doesn't matter. You are at a certain stage where you just have exactly 1 month left in your hand right now. Okay, in this 1 month, at this point of time, the idea is not to prepare once again. Okay, to a certain amount of time, if you can dedicate yourself and you can find out the topics which you don't know, try those. If after that also it is not coming, leave it off. But don't waste time on that. Don't waste time on that. This 1 month is for you to sit on all your papers, whether it is 4 papers or 8 papers, and evaluate yourself in this personal footing. So that when your exam starts, you automatically start working out that and you know what you need to revise in that 1.5 days. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
One last request which I have from my side. For love of God, first paper accounts, Rahul, I'll start 10 days in advance. I'll solve all the papers. I'll do every paper. No, why this nonsense happens? For some reason, people feel like accounts is the toughest paper. They will, 1st November exam in the 15th October in the ஆரம்பிச்சிருவாங்க. From 15th November, suddenly what is happening? Now you're taking every question. Rahul, consolidation போயிட்டு இருக்கு, இப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு, அப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு. One day you're solving big level questions and everything. 15 days you have done only accounts. கடைசில what will happen? Accounts will come tough. And then that day you have screwed up the paper very bad. Now you're like, oh, gone. Now I don't need to write the whole group itself. இதுக்காக 15 days குத்திங்க. இதுக்கு பேசாம வேற சப்ஜெக்ட் போட்டுருக்கலாம்ல. Yes or no? Yes. Hey, no subject is important, ra. Okay, that is including everything. And at the same time, every subject is important. Okay, don't come and say, Rahul, practical paper மட்டும் உட்கார்ந்து சால்வ் பண்ணினே இருப்பேன். ES எல்லாம் பாத்துறலாம்டா, கடைசில பாத்துறலாம்டா. ஆகாது. Okay, every subject needs its equal amount of weightage, because no matter how worst that paper is, I don't like that paper also, it is still 100 marks. It is still 100 marks. Every paper is carrying that same amount of weightage. I do respect and understand that you can go and curse ICI coming and saying this paper should have not been there. They heard you and they made it in the next attempt. But this attempt, it is there. Now it's your choice whether you want to continue or you want to take a chance. Yes or no? Yes, if you have chosen to come here, it means you are ready to take a chance. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Let's not come and not degrade a single paper. Okay, you degrade a single paper, the answer goes wrong there, and that's where you lose, because you may have done extremely well in every other paper, but that one paper will screw your group, and then one paper will cost you so bad, because that one paper will be the 39 marks paper and it will hurt you badly. You might have scored every single paper very less, 55, 56, 57, bloody 139 gone. Imagine the pain. Yes, at that point of time, you are now sitting and working on, let's, Rahul, at least or 60 vandirkalam, and that is where ICI will laugh at you. He'll give you 59, correct? I have seen papers like that. I have seen rank holders not getting rank because of this nonsense. One paper they chose a toss. That person, I remember one of my friends, I think I told you also in the past, one of my friends, we both wrote the same group together. Okay, both the groups we wrote together. I cleared every single paper. No exemptions, 0 exemptions, every paper I cleared. Everything 55, 55, 55, 40, 56, something I scored and offset like close at it. That person got 6 exemptions. 6 exemptions. In my time, it was only 7 papers. In 7 papers, he got 6 exemptions. 7th paper, he got 39. Imagine that 1 mark, he could have got a rank. And he lost the rank because of that. It's not just about the rank. The biggest thing which was there is he was such a brilliant person that he had scored an interview clearance in every single Big Four. Before even he had qualified inter, he had applied in every Big Four and every Big Four had given him a position. But the property of Big Four is that Big Four comes and says both the groups mandatory pass. He lost every single Big Four that one single day. Imagine. He ended up going to a very mid-sized firm just to complete that 6 months so that he can write that one single paper. You know what comedy happened? Next attempt, he got 78 in that paper. Does it matter? No, because rank is only important when you get all papers together. It's a different story that he ended up scoring a rank in finals. Different story, because he understood that mistake. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. every single subject is important in its own footing. Yes, so this 1 month, dedicate yourself to do every single subject in a given amount of time. In a given amount of time, every single subject is equally important. You lose one subject attention, the subject will laugh at you, and then future will laugh at you. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's not do that. At this point of time, I don't want to comment on who's writing single group, who's writing double group, who's writing half papers, who's writing only exemption papers. There are some people who are coming and telling me, Rahul, I'm writing group 1 fully, group 2 I'm planning for 2 exemptions. ஆகவே ஆகாது. நீ எப்படி நினைச்சாலும் ஆகாது. ஏன்னா நீ எடுத்ததே பேப்பரு FM and EIS. எங்கடா EISல உனக்கு exemption போக போறது? FM இல்ல, சாரி, audit. Both the papers are not possible. FM வாழ்க்கைக்கே புரியாது, ஆடிட் எக்ஸாமினருக்கே புரியாது. எங்க உனக்கு exemption அங்கல? Yes or no? Yes, don't try all these gimmicks, people. I know all these strategies and all which has come in the market. You do this exemption, you do that exemption. Yeah, அது சொல்றதுக்கு கேட்கறதுக்கு நல்லா இருக்கும், practically யாருக்குமே வராது. Okay, that you have to really be like a smart ass person who knows that he is going to get 100 everywhere. Ange you have picked and chose saying that okay, this paper I will ignore, this paper I'll ignore, ingela vandrum. This is not for average students like you and me. Yes or no? Yes. If you want to give it a shot, give everything a shot. You never know what may come out. Okay, I was the kind of person who wrote the papers in the impression that I am definitely failing, because I knew tax went worst for me. I told you in the past, tax went worst for me. I was very sure group 1 anyway fail. Group 2 எனக்கு ஒரு வாரம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா எக்ஸ்டென்ட் கொடுத்தாங்க, பிகாஸ் ஏதோ எலெக்ஷன் போயிட்டு இருந்தது சவுத் இந்தியாவில். அதில் EIS வேற ஒரு வாரம் எக்ஸம்ஷன் கொடுத்தாங்க எனக்கு. EISக்கெல்லாம் 1 வீக் எல்லாம் நீ உட்காந்து படிக்கிறது எவ்வளோ டார்ச்சர் இருக்கும் யோசிச்சு பாரு. கரெக்டா EIS they're coming and saying, boss, 1 week extension for you because there is an election going on. I'm like, dude, what the hell should I do with this paper? 2 days itself will be a nightmare for you. 1 week and all if you have to read, gone only. That day I came and I decided, boss, definitely CA inter fail. 100% no doubt. ஏன்னா group 1 போச்சு, group 2 போச்சு. I went to my dad and I was like, Dad, DG Vaishnav, let's apply. My dad is like, Rahul, 1 year over already, you're very late. I'm like, I don't care, you go talk to someone, get me applied. But somehow I continued. 3 months I waited, I remember. Results for 3 months I waited. 3 months later, I look at my answer sheet. I know I'm failing, so I didn't even look at the answer sheet. I was sitting in my DG Vaishnav, some economics class was going on. I went to my sister and I was like, Dey, you see the paper, you tell me it's fail, it's okay. I am sitting in the class, economic class is going on, someone is calling me again and again. I'm like, Dey, who the hell is calling me? Pata, my sister is calling me. I'm like, Dey, drop a message. No, what is your problem? Fail solradhukku call panniya nee. She is messaging me, Rahul, you have passed. Go pick up the phone, Ra. And at that point of time, I don't know how to react. Imagine the joy which you'll have, right? When you have decided that you're going to fail and suddenly you pass, no, imagine the joy which you'll have. I went to the economics ma'am, I was like, ma'am, I'm putting a TC right now, can I leave? I was crazy that day, I don't know what to do. I literally went to the economics ma'am, she doesn't even know me, it was a first class, Pamama. I went to her and I was like, ma'am, can I leave? She was like, what, in the middle of the class, Rahul? I'm like, ma'am, I just wanted to apply my TC, so I'm just going out. I literally went down, I applied my TC and I came out. Because I was irritated. DG Vaishnav was that pathetic that time. And I only attended the college for 10 days. College started only, it was like July 15th, college started, 1st August results came. 15 days I went. That irritated I was with DG. I applied my TC, that day I came home. I did not tell my dad I passed. I went home and I told dad, TC. And he's staring at my face like this. He's like, Dey, idhukku you asked me to put so many efforts, sir. He literally went to the chairman and all, he begged and he got me the seat that day. And that time he was like, Dey, idhukaga na kashtapatta. I'm like, okay dad, pass. Imagine the joy, right? Understand, every subject carries its own weightage, but at the same time, don't lose your efforts in anywhere. At any point of time, if you feel like you're going to fail, it's okay. It's okay. Let's continue. Let's try it out. Who knows, right? Maybe you are waiting for some God's grace to come. Some examiner is very happy. Something went right at home also. Who knows, right? He may end up giving you marks. Why do you care? Even if something goes wrong, examiner will have moderations and all in hand. If they notice that every other paper has gone well, this paper alone is causing a problem, they will pass you out. That is how it happens. Okay, so trust the process is what I will say. This paper is tough, the subject is tough, the course is tough, but it is made easy sometimes by your efforts. Stick to that efforts is what my request would be. Clear, everyone? Yes. Since I have 5 more minutes, I'm just going to take 5 more minutes. I'm going to show you how the question answer sheet looks like. So just follow that answer sheet and then we can exit for the day. Come here, dog. Why is it not coming here? Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So this is how generally your exam sheet will look like. Okay. This is an exact replica. It's not exactly the paper format. I just devised it. You can see on the top my name is the book name and all is given. Okay. So this is some replica which I created based on what I had done in my exams. Okay. It's not an exact sheet, but pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Now please understand, when you are writing an exam of tax at least, when you're writing an exam of tax at least, you'll be given 4 booklets. How many? 4 booklets. You'll be given 2 MCQ booklets and 2 written booklets, each for DT and IDT. The same logic will apply in your other papers like FMSM, FM and Echo and EISN SM. Same logic will apply for all those attempts. You will be given 4 booklets, which means you will waste an enough amount of time just to that color. Okay, and the MCQ booklet la ukand color panno baru, name ku color panno, idu color panno, adu color panno, ek bata time waste agum. Okay, so complete those colors faster. Complete those colors faster. The moment the paper comes to you, first sit and color those papers and then start. MCQ booklets portha varaikkum, you know it is an OCR model, which means you need to color. You need to color, and my memory serves right. They don't permit you to color using pencils, so don't try that. Don't try that. Only black pens are permitted. Okay, you color through pencil, they will not recognize that. They will not recognize that. Sheet will not get recognized. So only coloring is with black pen, which means you are at a very risky position. You are at a very risky position. One small error you make on the color, you cannot change it again. You cannot change it again. No erasure, no nothing will work. Yes. So which means before you make a choice on the MCQs, please ensure that you know the final answer. If you are confident about the answer, then color. Otherwise, don't touch the paper. Please don't touch the paper. Yes. Yes. Coming to the return part. This is how your booklet will look like. If you have to enlarge it and show it to you, it will be like a page format. Okay, the size will be exactly like your ICI study material. Same size. It will be the same ICI study material size for you, where they will have come and given you a margin on the left. Right side, they'll come and say, don't write anything on the margin, and then there'll be a QR code. That bar code is basically the code of your paper, which gets to the examiner hall. The rule is very simple. You are not supposed to touch the last margin. You are not supposed to touch this margin. Both the margins are out of area zone. If they find out you using these margins, they will treat it as mispractice. You are not permitted to touch the margins. Mandatory, simple rule. Yes. Next, at any point of time, no matter how God bhakt you are, all this Om, this Jai Mata Di, nothing. These things are considered malpractice. If they find out that any single person has taken all these things, they will tell very clearly that you are touching religious sentiments. I'm sorry, you're trying to test the examiner's patience. Your paper will be immediately treated as malpractice paper and no marks will be awarded for it. So don't touch the paper. No nonsense. At the same time, like Rahul, I wanted to still try something. I did double dash here. In the double dash and the cross pandrathu, cross to check, bearer check, account pay, nothing will work. Inga summa ukandittu account pay check ella eludradhu vela agadu. Nothing. Any single impression on the paper is assumed as malpractice. They will straight away reject your paper. No second thoughts. Is that clear? Yes. Be extremely careful about this. Next, like I told, please avoid margins. Generally, if you notice, papers will have the question number and all, right? People generally have the practice, they'll write question number 1 here, They generally write question. Now see, no, my pen is not working, adanala ivlo kevama irukku. Now imagine if your handwriting is the same like this. What have you written? You don't know, right? Idhula, if you try and this becomes like this, then I don't know what you have written. Is this question of question, is a question of 2? It looks like a Q to me. Yes or no? Yes. All these things do not work in exam. Okay. So avoid writing smaller things. You want the examiner to know that you have bloody started a new question. Yes or no? Use the page. Put it in the middle. Be open. It's ICA page. You have paid money for it. Write a big question 1, double underline. Waste page. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, write it as clear as possible. Write it as clear as possible. Avoid the margins to the extent possible. Not a very healthy move. Not a very healthy move, because what will happen is some questions will have sub divisions. Yes, if you try here, you have written question 1, then you have A, then you have 4, then you come and write here 2, then you write B. Enge nikkuduna theriyala. Idu nee question number eludriya, provision oda clause, subsection, subclause, adula part rule, part B rule pottunu irukku theriyala. Yes or no? Yes. Avoid margins. Avoid margins. Let the examiner know extremely clearly what are you trying. Okay. If you tell him that it is question number 1, it is question number 1A. Very simple. You put question number 1A and close. That's all. As simple as that. No doubts about it. Yes. Here at least the examiner now knows that okay, you have tried question number 1A. Yes or no? Yes. Best way to do it. If you feel like you still want to do the margin, your choice. I don't mind to, but very risky. Very risky. Let's not do that. Yes. Same time, if you're trying to create all these accounts, tables and all, ledgers and all you're trying to create, don't use the space. No. Your ledger will start here and will end here. It will end here. Rahul, it's a very small space. I cannot write out. Split the ledger. Split the ledger. Doesn't matter. Okay. I don't know. It looks difficult. The problem is what happens is nowadays it's a self-corrected paper. It's happening on a computer. So what happens is the computer is just like that swiping the paper. I don't think computer can understand portrait and landscape and all. So again risky. Again risky. Generally they will not give you such a question where there is multiple tables to create. What 10 columns? Like triple column cash book is foundation. What 10 columns will be there? Date and all is not going to be important. Next. For face value and all, how much space do you need? Very small. Quantity and all is small number. See, understand. Listen to me. I understand where you're going. Now understand the same example of investment accounts. You have date, right? The best way I can tell you is you put the year on the top itself before the ledger starts, which means now you only have to put the number. That's all. Which means you need a small column. Particulars, adjust. Then you have face value, small column, because you need small number. Then you have quantity, small number. Amount portho varaikum, if the numbers are very huge, but you know that the numbers are not in round off numbers, put it on the top. Legend la potuko, in lakhs na potuko, avladhaan. Doesn't matter. Generally when it's a big question like this, ICA itself will come and put it in lakhs and crores only. They will not also ask you. Okay. It is adjustable, people. It is adjustable as long as you try it out. Okay, at no rocket science here. No rocket science here. You will be able to try it out. You test in some papers, you'll automatically understand what you want to do. Yes, this definitely becomes a problem for people who have big handwriting. I'm not going to deny it. People who have big handwriting, they will write in 2 lines like this. Idala irukkumbodhu, then I don't know. Then it's your choice. In this recommendation model, what I generally recommend is leave a line and then write the next line. Waste I-size paper, no one cares. Okay, leave 1 line and then write. If you feel like you are having big handwriting where it's going more than 2 lines, leave that nadu line and then start. Leave the nadu line and then start. Let it look like you're writing half a page. It doesn't matter. Okay, at least you're filling more pages. You will be more comfortable. Okay, but don't avoid cramping the paper. Okay, it should not look like you have written something you don't know what you have written yourself. Okay, because if the examiner does not understand what you have written, he is also not going to give you marks against it. Clear? Yes. Avoid using the margins. Keep it in the box. The margin is only for you to write the subdivisions. Which means if question number 1A has subdivision, that is for the left side. Adu mattum anga varanum. Adu thavara vera edho vandalo, it is confusing for the examiner also, because please understand, no, you have put question number 1 there. Okay, adukapra your table is starting from here. If it's going till here, you have written some 2021 here. Adu terida. Are you able to notice that one? Idile didina this table got over here itself you have put 2. Now what the hell should I understand from here? Yes or no? Yes. Please be careful about this. The more space you leave for the examiner to understand the paper, the more happier he will be to correct the paper. You put more crammed up nonsense for him, he will get frustrated, and the moment he gets frustrated, you will lose marks against it. It is not just your marks. The person after your paper is also getting the equal treatment because of you. Okay, so you have not just spoiled your life, you have spoiled someone else's life also. Because the mentality has become that way. Okay, and I know that because I have corrected your papers, I know. Yes, at certain point of time, I'll be very happy because the paper is going really well. And suddenly one paper will come. That time what happened? Immediately next person, I was supposed to give 4 marks, I'll be very frustrated. I'll give only 1 mark. I'm like, who are you to ask? The point is, at least here in exam class, you can come and ask me, Rahul, why less mark and all those things. Partiality pannite, avanukku paathu irukka, enakku paaka maatigira. Okay, but in exam hall, nothing will happen. No one is going to look at it also. Yes, so avoid all these nonsense. Avoid all this nonsense. Try to adjust yourself. Try to adjust yourself. If you have a big handwriting, leave space and write it. If you have a smaller handwriting, no problem. Good for you. Okay, but avoid doing this. Avoid doing this. It will come by practice, ma. Yes, some people have this practice. They feel like 10 columns cannot be adjusted because they give quantity ke per column. Your mistake, no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Try that. Try that. Please do that. Yes. Next, after you have completed a certain amount of question, please leave a space. Please leave a space. Let the ICA examiner know that you have completed the question and you are trying to write a fresh question and he has to evaluate freshly. If he assumes that this is a working note of the previous question, no mark for you there itself. Yes or no? Yes. So when you have completed question number A, if you know that the question number A is completed, don't start here itself. Leave some space. Doesn't matter. Same page ledana irukku. Do you think ICA is going to fold the page and come and look on the top only? Avan motta page dana paaka poraru. If there is 4 lines left also, who is he going to bother about? Yes or no? Yes. So same page like doesn't matter. Leave some good amount of spaces so that at least the examiner knows that you're done with the question and you're looking at a fresh question and he has to look at it freshly. Yes. Because the biggest problem with ICA is if you have not got a paper corrected and a question is missed out, it is permanently missed out. It is permanently missed out. You will not be able to go to the examination hall or find the question paper, later on get the question paper, come and say, Rahul, point number 2 did not get evaluated. They will not give you a single mark. If they have done it in the first time, they have done it in the first time. Next time, they will never do it. There is a stupid concept in ICA where they come and say 500 rupees kurta, I will recheck your paper and everything. Onnu agadu. Onnu agadu. They will not recheck your paper. They will recheck your paper, but you will never score anything in it. Okay, so let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. Give some amounts of spaces. It doesn't matter. Please understand the 1,800 or 1,200, how much have you paid? Avlo pocha, sorry. 2,400 rupees, which you have 700 pocha. Nee late filing fee guttiya? Sorry, yedo or number. 2,400, 2,100. Please understand that paper is not for you to come and appear in the exam. The paper is also for you to get answer sheets. Okay, so answer sheets is coming as a part of the package. So use whatever you can. Use whatever you can. I know all this save planet, save earth and everything. Save everything after you clear. Appo varaiku nothing is saved. Okay, you can save things only after you have money to save it. Until then you are still poor. Let's forget and talk from ICA perspective. Yes, so please utilize the page to the best extent possible at any point of time. Next and the most important rule, if the question is done, leave the page. Leave the page. Rahul, paadi page pending irukku Rahul, avule uttralama, ama uttru. Leave it. Leave it. Please understand, I don't know if you have the habit of reading the instructions which the ICA comes and gives. ICA oda instructions la irukku. They have come and very clearly come and said that every time you start a new question, you are supposed to start it from a fresh page. It is there in the rules. It is there in the rules. You have not read it. Okay. So if you have complete, I'll come. Yes. Basically, that's what they're coming and saying, which means I am in question number 1A. 1A has been done in 1 and 2. Has been done in 1 and 2. Paadi page pending. No problem. Cut it out. You itself put a cross so that the examiner knows that you're not going to touch it. Then you come next one. You put 1B here. You put 1B here. Yes. 1A, 1B also in a new page. 1A and 1B also in a new page. Rahul, 1A kulle 1A 1 irukku. Then and all can be in the same page. That and all can be in the same page. 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, all in new page. 2A, 2B, 2C, all in a new page. Okay. Then please 1A inge, adukapra 2C, then 1C, then 1B, 4, 9, nothing. Nothing. Question number 1, fulla complete pannu. 2, fulla complete pannu. 3, fulla complete pannu. 1 ku apra 5 poitu 2 varalam. That is okay. ஆனா 1 குள்ள 1 எழுதிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் 2 போறேன், அதுக்கப்புறம் 3 வரேன், அதுக்கப்புறம் 6 போயிட்டு 5 போயிட்டு ஒண்ணுமே புரியல சொல்லிட்டு எல்லாமே எழுதிட்டேன். வேணாம். Yes, complete a single sequence. Rahul, I don't know a specific subdivision. I don't know what to do. Leave a page. Leave a page. You come back later. You come back later. If later on you're able to find the answer, great. If you're not able to find the answer, please don't let it go. Examiner paper kudukudhu, I mean, before you submit the paper, please go to that specific paper and please cut it out. so that you tell that examiner that sir by mistake a page விட்டேன் sir அடுத்த பேஜ்ல ஏதோ இருக்கு பாத்துக்கோங்க. Okay, please understand. Now ICA may not fold it up to bottom, but they'll fold it left to right. Okay, அவன் எப்படி fold பண்ணி பார்த்தான், if you have left this page blank, he will assume boss paper is done. அங்கே விட்டுருவாரு. Which means அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க 15 பேஜ் எழுதினாலும் அப்படி விட்டுருவாரு. And suddenly you will open your exam sheet and you'll see only 5 marks has come to you because he left the page on the second itself. அவனுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மார்க்குக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चनக்கு மட்டும் மார்க் கொடுத்திருக்காரு, அதுக்கப்புறம் மொத்தமா விட்டாரு. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please strike out at every point of time. Okay, that is why exam முடிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அந்த last 10 minutes stop writing. Stop writing, go through your paper, where and all you have left enough spaces. If you're not able to answer that space, please cut it out. Please cut it out. Tell the examiner that sir by mistake விட்டேன் மன்னிச்சிருங்க, அடுத்த பேஜுக்கு போயிடுங்க. Okay, don't leave that page blank. You leave the page blank, you will lose marks. You will lose marks. Is that clear, everyone? Yes, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Next, not for boys, especially for girls. Pencil paper எடுத்துட்டு இது the end, goodbye, வேணாம். Okay, pencil and scale is only for you to create columns, not for you to create rows. Okay, in this paper enough rows are there. Enough rows are there. You don't need to put additional rows, not required. Okay, coloring and all வீட்ல பண்ணலாம். Okay, Rahul, I'll carry 3-4 extra pens, one green pen, one red pen, one black pen, ஒரு அந்த மல்டி கலர் பென் வர பாரு, இப்படி தட்டுன்னு இருப்பாங்க. அந்த மல்டி கலர் பென் எடுத்துட்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிளாக்ல எழுதிட்டீங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் திடீர்னு ஒரு ஸ்கேல் எடுத்துட்டு கிரீன் பென் எடுத்துட்டு அப்படியே அண்டர்லைன் பண்ணிட்டு, அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு பிளாக் பென் எடுத்துட்டு அப்படியே அண்டர்லைன் பண்றது, தென் அதுக்கப்புறம் தி எண்ட், குட் பை, ஹெல்லோ, பை பை, நத்திங். ஓகே, I understand you may have enough time, but this is not for exam. This is not for exam. You qualify, then you create all posters you want saying I am a qualified CA, I this and all. Enna creative vechalum all after the exam. After the exam. I know boys will not do so. Adanaala comment panna thevilla. Avana paper mudichale perishum. He will, idiotic person will go to the exam and ask the other person pen kuttru first. Those people are like that only. They'll go to the exam and they'll be like, "Dey pen extra vechirukeda eludnoda exam." And then that time they'll come and say, "Oh, paper 1 inka accounts illa costing ade theriliye." Okay, so not for boys, purely for girls. Avoid all these people. If you want to do all this, it's in the last 10 minutes. It's in the last 10 minutes. Before that, please don't try it. You're wasting time, nothing else. You can use this time and efforts to revise the paper, review the paper, check the paper, understand the paper properly. Things will be better that way. Clear? Yes. So don't try all this. Doesn't work out in exam. At any given point of time, this is not fetching you marks. So you're wasting time on that. Okay. Every time which you have is important. Don't waste time. Yes, you have completed the paper early because you don't know anything. You're wasting time. Adanala pannittirukka, that's your choice. That's your choice. Yes. Yes. Last, probably not important, but just to clarify, don't feel fear to ask a supplementary. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yes. Waste how many papers you want. It doesn't matter. Keep on asking supplementary. My recommendation. Keep on asking supplementary. Not because it is going to help you in any way. It is going to torture someone else on the right side. That person has already sweated his pants off because you have asked him supplementary. He is already like, "Dey, na paadi paper mudikala adukulla supplementary kettaru." Yes, that supplementary has already taken out your competition. So which means half the population is already gone. So you don't have to worry about it so much. Yes, don't worry. Don't worry. The point is, adukaga summa exam aarambichone first 5 minutes la ma'am supplementary. They will check your paper. They will check your paper. மொத்தமா முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் கொடுப்பாங்க. Okay, don't come and say question number 1A blank, 1B blank, 1C blank, 2A blank, 2V blank சொல்லிட்டு லாஸ்ட்ல போயிட்டு மேம் ஒரு சப்ளிமெண்டரி கொடுத்துருங்க, பார்த்தா மொத்த பேப்பரே blank-ஆ இருக்கு. Fill to a certain extent. Fill to a certain extent. The point what I'm trying to make is supplementary is free, but use it wisely. Use it wisely at the right time. Okay, முதல்ல ஆரம்பிச்சா then they will know that something is wrong. Last வரைக்கும் வச்சா then they know too much you're writing. கரெக்டா நடுவுல நிக்கணும். 2.5 hours 2 ஹவர்ஸ்க்கு பக்கத்துல போய் அங்க போய் சப்ளிமெண்டரி கேட்டு பாருல, காண்டாயிடுவாங்க எல்லாரும். Because that time they are only coming to that phase. That time they are like பாதி புக்லெட் இப்போதான் முடிச்சிருக்கு, அதுக்குள்ள நீங்க கேட்டு பாருங்களேன். அங்க திடீர்னு இப்படி பாப்பாங்க, டேய் என்னடா இவ்ளோ முடிச்சிட்டாராங்க. There half the competition is gone because then they are like, "Oh, you half a paper கூட முடிக்கல, கண்டிப்பா நான் ஃபெயில் தான் ஆக போறேன்." அவன் அப்படியே விட்டுருவாரு. He will leave it there itself. He will lie down. He like போதும்டா இதுக்கு மேல தேவையில்லை. He will அப்படியே leave it off. That time you are writing the paper. See, understand, the very good thing about your November 23 syllabus at least is that half the people have already quit. Because most people have moved to May 24. Because they feel paper has become easier, it's become worse. No one cares. Okay, but they don't know. They feel it's easier. So they have moved to May 24, which means irukada competition la paadi competition erkanve pochu. Micha paadi competition neenga eliminate pannittingna enna agum sochu paru. Think about it. Understand, what is the ICA pass percentage? 16. Hit that is 16. Yes, which means if 1000 people write 160 pass. If 1000 people write 160 pass, in the 1000 la 500 erkanve ella. Because they moved to May. How much is left? 500 is left. And the 500 la, your classroom la there will be some 100 people sitting. 1000 people la, how many are not writing? 500. So which means 500 are writing. And the 500 la, 100 are sitting in your room. 100 are sitting in your room. You have already broken their confidence. Which means how much is left? 400. And the 400 ka ICA still has to pass 160. Yes or no? Ipo nee pass percentage josichu paru. Difference serida. The 16 has now become suddenly 40%. And now you are standing with a bracket of 40. Which is more better for you? Statistics work on those logics. Okay? Eliminating competition is not a bad thing. At the end of the day, you want to pass. Yes or no? Trust me, November 23 is the best attempt to pass. Because this attempt, the competition is going to be very less. Half the people have already given up. Okay, so the competition is going to be next to zero. In this attempt, if you crack it open, trust me, nothing can be better. Okay, best attempt to pass your exam, because in this attempt, if you pass, percentage is going to be skyrocket. Okay, you can score anything you want. No one is going to look at it. Okay, and at the same time, because it's the last attempt, you are expecting a little moderate paper. I'm not saying easy paper, moderate level ka varum. And be happy about it. Trust me, be happy about it. I'll tell you why. Last attempt, for those who understand, May 23, easiest paper in tax life. Bloody, not a single person scored more than 60. Every single person got 40, 50, 40, 50, 40, 50. Because I told when the paper was easy, you should have written better. You should have put in flowers on it, put fragrance on it, everything you should have done. They only gave 40 to 50 to every single person, which means the easier the paper comes, the harder the correction becomes. MCQ la dhaan vandirukum vera adha micha correction paper varadu. See, because MCQ they can't do anything, it's a computer aided paper. Ana written paper la enna ago, they have all the rights to do whatever they want. Yes, understand, the paper the easier, the correction the difficult. The paper the moderate, the correction is easier. Okay, so expect a tougher paper this time. You write a tougher paper to the extent you know, it doesn't matter. The person who chooses to leave the paper because it is tough is definitely going to fail. The person who chooses to attempt the paper because it is tough will definitely pass. Because competition erkanve poiduchu. Yes or no? Yes, when the competition has already fallen, the percentage is already increased. When the percentage is already increased, you are already in the pass percentage list. Yes or no? Yes. So notice your people on the left and right very carefully. I will tell you, at least for those who are writing ASSM, you will know. First 15 minutes, that's all you need. And the 15 minutes culture, you will see one head slowly falling. Not because they're dying, because they're lying down. 15 minutes is all they will take. Because in 15 minutes, the best you can do is MCQ, that's all. Okay, so MCQ they will shoot left, right, center because it's no negative marking. So they'll try all nonsense. And the 15 minutes முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒண்ணும் தெரியாது. So therefore அப்படியே பின்னாடி இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு அப்படியே பின்னாடி இருந்து அப்படியே head will fall. போயிட்டே இருக்கும். By the time you complete 2.5 hours, because what happens now, ICA has this rule that you cannot leave within 1 hour. 1 hour அப்புறம் தான் எழுக்க முடியும். So therefore they are like they have given up, they don't know what to do. So 1 hour வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க, தூங்கிட்டாங்க. Okay, because அடுத்த FM கூட படிக்க முடியாதுல்ல. தானா தூங்கிட்டாங்க அப்படியே. Maybe they wouldn't have slept the last day, they slept off here itself. Yes, 1 hour you wait. 1 hour half the heads are gone. Next 1 hour who's staying back is the one who are going to pass. This last 1 hour supplement கேட்கிறாரு பாரு. 100% pass. 100% pass. Because you are that last 1 hour. You know the strategy. Yes, that point of time you crack open every single person on the other side. No, you are already winner. And I'm telling with no shame. As a faculty, I'm not supposed to tell you that you should cheat the other people, you should make them fail. I don't care. Enna vana paniko. Let I say come and call me and come and say, Rahul, surrender your membership, na kutruven, enna vachiko. I don't care. Okay, I'm not bothered about the membership. For teaching me, for a teaching academician, the membership has no relevance at all. They tell me, no, Rahul, you surrender membership. Next day, I will start teaching full-time classes. I don't care. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Eliminate competition, because at the end of the day, you have to be the pass. You have to be the pass. There is one very simple rule which I come and say: be the 99% of this batch, which is going to become the 16% of the world batch. Punjada. Yes. Hey, there is always this 1% germ in every class. அது நீ ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. Okay, Dettol மாதிரி 99% there will be head people. ஆனால் that 1% will always be a germ. ஏன்னா ட்ரை பண்ணாலும் ஃபெயில் தான் ஆகுவார் ஆகுமாங்க. How do you tell in female terms? Whatever it is. Yes, will happen. That 1% germ will happen. You cannot avoid it. For some reason, it will happen. Okay, so I'm not promising 100% pass. I'm expecting 99. Okay, be that 99 in this batch, which is going to become the 16 in the world batch. That makes a difference. That makes a difference. At the end of the day, you have to go along with your people, ma. Okay, it becomes very ugly when your people become the seniors and they come and tell you, you should study like this, you should study like that. Kunjo maariya irukum. Okay, because நேத்து தான் you would have said, you would have gone together in a road கடை and had Italy together. திடீர்னு அடுத்த நாள் வந்துட்டு, Rahul, you should have done it like this. இப்படி எழுதினா பாஸ் ஆயிடுவேன், அப்படி எழுதினா பாஸ் ஆயிடுவேன். All those tips and advices is good from the faculty, not so very good from friends. While they have a true intention, I'm not denying it, but you will feel agitated about it. Yes or no? Yes. So let's not come to that scenario itself. No, why do you want to come to that scenario itself? Let's not get to that position. Okay. Pass together, ma. Everyone go together and pass. Come to finals, pass finals, and then open up a partnership firm, break the partnership firm also. Because see, half the people here are useless. That I also know. Okay, you all open partnership firm together, CA will go down. Because I have taught you tax, man, nothing else. You people at the end of the day will not come and do genuine CA. Definitely, I know. Okay, every day you will open up a partnership firm, next message will come to me, Rahul, my client has come, asked me to avoid taxes, help me out. I'm like, hey, yenada. Yes, so I know you people will spoil the future only, but good for us. Yes, you spoil tax, I also spoil tax. We both will increase the income tax syllabus for our juniors. Just keep increasing the syllabus. Yes, at least it will be more pay for me. No, tomorrow I have to teach more to them. Ella plan vechirukenda onnu. Anyway, point aside, please understand. Careful about your papers. This is an important paper, and this one paper can decide your future. Okay, so let's not be easy going on this paper. What and how you present this paper can decide your fate in life. Okay, so keep it as good as possible, to the extent possible, for the examiner, so that he is feeling happy about it. Okay, make him feel proud and happy to correct your paper, because then you are definitely scoring, even if you have written everything wrong. He has at least got an impression that no, this person knows. Maybe he's not given me the right answers, but he knows how the subject is, which means he is a qualified CA for me right away. Okay, and the impression mattum kuthitena porom. Adukaprom nee enna answer thappa elnalo you will pass. Same example, live example. Okay, so just keep that in sense. At the same time, create the impression from the very first page. Okay, writing a big page and then cutting it out fully, then trying once again, then cutting it out fully, then trying once again, cutting it out fully. You don't even know where to start from. Examiner is still wondering, engada pono? Abde paathine irukar. First page makes the impression. Okay, pick that question which creates an impact for the examiner right away. Okay, at the same time, please avoid picking that questions which will take hell lot of time out of you. Edthone Rahul amalgamation pannalam, consolidation pannalam, gali. You will end up doing the whole amalgamation and consolidation for 3 hours itself. Don't do that. While you may be confident on the topic, it doesn't matter. That topics are not to be touched. Okay, pick up the small questions. The ones which are like 4 marks, 6 marks level questions. Pick those up, complete those up, be happy about it. At least every time you complete an Arno, you will be confident that okay, Rahul 100 marks lendo 50 poiduchu, 40 poiduchu, 30 poiduchu. You will have that confidence inside you. After 1 hour gets over, if you look at your exam sheet and you know you have written only 8 marks, imagine the kind of pressure you're going to build for yourself. Okay, so let's not get to that pressure also. It's a very ugly phase. That time you're sweating, everything is happening. ICL, they'll give you the worst of the schools to go and write an exam. In that atmosphere, it'll be all sweaty. நீ போய் நவம்பர் எழுத முடி கூட அப்படி ஸ்வெட்டா இருக்கும். ஸ்கூல்ல அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். Okay, the examiner teacher also will come to you, she'll also have a very weird face and everything, and மாரியா இருக்கும். You're already entering the exam hall. You see her face, half the confidence is gone there itself. Yes, இதுல வேற that person will not come and give you the paper on time. 15 minutes later கொடுப்பான், கடைசில வருவோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் she'll have a tea, she's talking to someone else. PT teacher அங்கல இருந்து வந்துட்டு hi ma'am, how are you? மர்ஸ்டா இருக்கும். Yes, அந்த அட்மாஸ்பியர்ல நீ போய் எழுதும் போது உனக்கு அந்த pressure வேற மாதிரி இருக்கு. In that you are not completing a paper on time, pressure is not required. Okay, at least you be confident about it. Yes, so pick the papers and try to complete the good amount of time in that time frame. Okay, so that every time you complete the paper, you are having a certain amount of confidence that you still are on track. The moment you lose track and the moment it goes for a toss, pressure will build. That pressure layer, you will start spoiling your handwriting, you'll start spoiling the presentation, you'll start spoiling your paper, you will take unnecessary pressure on your head, and automatically the next attempt will take a toss. Yes, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Clock your time properly, people. Carry a watch with yourself. Carry a watch with yourself. The rule is very simple. Every mark carries 1.5 minutes. Every mark carries 1.5 minutes. Take a stopwatch, put it on, and then wait for that 1.5 minutes for 8 marks, which means almost about you can take 12 minutes something. Maximum 13 minutes. அதுக்கு மேல போச்சா, leave the question. Doesn't matter. Rahul, பாதி answer தான் pending இருக்கு. Rahul, முடிச்சிருவே Rahul. Doesn't matter. Leave it off. Understand, அந்த பாதி answer will only carry you 2 marks. But because of that padi answer, if you're spending another 15 minutes, you're losing 8 marks somewhere else. What is more important? 8 marks. Yes, that 2 marks is not going to fetch you anything in life. That 8 marks will fetch you your pass. Yes, so please clock yourself properly and understand where you are taking time. Leave that question there itself, move to the next one. Anyway, when you come back, you'll have half an hour in hand. That time you can have that pressure in your head, and that time you'll do faster. Understand, right now அந்த பாதிக்காக you will sit and analyze. ராகுல் இப்படி பண்ணா அப்படி இருக்கும், அப்படி பண்ணா அப்படி இருக்கும், இப்படி பண்ணா அப்படி இருக்கும், இப்படி வச்சா அப்படி இருக்கும், இப்படின்னு assumption எழுதலாம். அந்த half an hourல இன்னும் assumption வராது. That time you will be like, டேய் முடிக்கணும்டா சொல்லிட்டு அப்போ that you will write only one assumption, and that time you will complete that extra 15 minutes in just 1 minute. Imagine the difference. That same 2 marks which you could have fetched using 15 minutes, now you're fetching it using 1 minute, which is better. Minute is better. Yes or no? Yes. Do not waste time on doing things which are not required for you. Make that rule. Very simple. Yes. And that practice will only come if you start right now. Start right now. Take some mock papers. Try to clock yourself. 3 hours, full stop. See how much you're completing. If you're not able to complete on time, stop. Where did I go wrong? Which question did I take time? Stop there. Okay. Plan yourself, people. Plan yourself, people. This is a small, short tricks which generally rankers use. Yes. Now, while rankers use it to get rank, others can use it to pass. Try either ways. But these are some small things which you have to keep in mind. You try this much, you will automatically pass. There is nothing stopping you from that. Okay, the half the reason why people don't pass: one, they don't prepare properly. Second, they're wasting their 1.5 days and doing just one revision. You have to unlearn something and relearn something. Imagine doing that in one revision. Will it happen? Will not happen. Right? Third mistake: while they know everything, they have not sat and prepared for the application of the sums properly. Fourth mistake: you sat in the exam hall, you know everything, you know how to apply, but you're wasting too much time on every single question. You're not completing your paper. Yes or no? Yes or no? Fifth mistake: going to the exam hall hungry. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, I've seen a lot of people, Rahul, pressure la ratriye thoongla. Full night we were studying. Enda kaala vanda, no breakfast, no lunch, no nothing. Yes, don't do all that. The moment you do all those things, you're automatically losing your patience. Please understand, empty stomach, you will not be able to think properly. Okay, the moment that happens, your exam will automatically fail. Okay, go with a certain amount of food in your stomach. It's important. At the same time, please don't overload it also. Okay, andanaal now paper nalla pogano solittu or periya or 50 meals சாப்பிட்டிருக்கேன் வேணாம். Yes, the moment you try that, you will feel sleepy in the classroom also. Okay, so that is also not required because on the atmosphere abdi dhaan irukku. Okay, no AC is working, fan is only working, you will definitely sleep off. So let's not do that also. An adequate amount of food is enough. At my recommendation, avoid rice. Because rice is the problematic area. Rice is the area where you sleep off. Okay, chapati or what else can you have, ma? Idli or dosa, or if North Indian people, whatever, roti, sabji and all those things. Rice mattum avoid panunga. Rice generally you don't know. When you take a rice now, you don't know what quantity to eat. Okay, so quantity poite irukum. Okay, and then you will overload yourself, you will lose there itself. So let's not do that. Last recommendation, the reason why people fail: you take it on your heart that one paper went wrong. The moment you take it to your heart that one paper went wrong, next paper will go wrong. Because you don't know what is going to happen with this paper. Forget it. You tried your best. Yes. Let's go to the next paper. Let's try it out. Who knows, maybe because you did that paper well, this paper will get moderated enough. Okay. Instead of that, if you sit and you bug about it, Rahul, no, it did not go well, it did not go well, I did not prepare well, let me not write that attempt, let me not write that paper. You will realize that by the time the answer sheet results come to you, that paper you would have passed. And that day you will feel for it. That Rahul, maybe if I would have written the balance papers, I would have passed. Yes or no? Yes. Fight till the end. Fight till the end. That's where the issue is. That's where the issue is. You sit and you fight till the end, you will pass. Okay. Maybe for some people it may take more than one attempt. I'm not denying it. But eventually you will pass. Because that's how warriors are. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. If you had wanted to lose in battle, you would have not come to today's class. You're trying to fight the battle. Yes. Which means you're already at a step where you don't want to give up. Continue the pace. No? What is the issue? Maybe one attempt, maybe two attempts, at best 3 attempts. If something is going beyond 3 attempts, then something is wrong, definitely wrong. Maybe your some preparation issue, maybe some preparation issue. Until 3 attempts, it is okay to fail. I mean, it's not a good idea, but definitely it's okay to fail. Okay, if you're able to pass in first attempt, even better for you. But if you're not able to, it doesn't matter. Try one more. 3rd attempt, you should pass. 3rd attempt also, nothing is happening. Hold, stop, relax yourself and understand where you're going wrong. What is that one thing which you probably missed in that 5 things which you discussed? If you try to answer that 5 issues, you will find where you're going wrong. The moment you find that out, you answer that issue, 4th attempt, you will pass. You will pass. Trust me, this is not a group or a course which everyone will fail. I've never seen people do that. I've seen people clear after 16 attempts, 17 attempts and all those things. I'm not telling you take that much time. Okay, but please understand that 16 and 17 attempts, maybe they realize their mistake. Yes or no? Just that it took a slow realization for you. Do you really want to wait that long? Start right now. Start right now. Yes, yes. Every step, realize what the issue is, start over, complete it off then and there itself. Let's not keep waiting and think that no, Rahul, what I did was right. Maybe I said it wrong. No, you did wrong, you failed. Maybe I said it wrong, but you still did wrong. Yes or no? Because if I say pass to someone else and you still failed, then someone else did something better than you. So even if I say it's done wrong, he has done wrong for everyone. And on the everyone, he has done better than you. Yes or no? I always told you in this CA course, while it may seem that you're fighting your own battle, at some point of time you're fighting someone else's battle also, because someone else is trying to win a race better than you. Yes or no? ICA has already determined that there is a pass percentage, which means there is a list of 16 persons which has to pass. Now it's your choice whether you want to be the 16th person or the 17th person. You become the 17th person, you're anyway failed. You try to fight him out and you become the 16th person, you'll automatically pass. Yes or no? No one is expecting you to get a rank and all. No one is expecting you to get an exemption. If you can become capable enough to do it, please try it out. Please try it out. But if you are already at that stage where you want to pass, do better than others. Simple as that. If you can do better than others, you will pass. That's what the logic is. And doing better than others is not by going to him and telling you don't write the exam, you fail in the exam, you tear his paper. No. Scare a few people. Sit in your exam. And when you see someone else doing better, you try to put effort more. Okay, that one small effort which you take extra beyond someone else, that is what will help you better. Okay, now that extra effort, I want to recommend it to most of the people. For some reason, there is this problem in this course where someone thinks that extra effort means studying for 20 hours, 22 hours and all those things. No. Extra efforts does not mean that you have to sit for 22 hours. If you sit for 22 hours, you will pass. If you sit for 5 hours, you will not pass. No. Okay, how many hours you sit is not going to impact you in any way, because the person who's sitting for 5 hours is probably doing only those topics which he doesn't know, and the person who's sitting for 22 hours is wasting time on doing the topics which he already knows. Is it impacting? No. Yes or no? Yes or no? So you're just wasting time. You're just wasting time. Don't come and think that one person is sitting for 22 hours, therefore he's passing, he will definitely pass. I am not sitting for 22 hours, so I will fail because my parents told me. Some person who was cleared after 15 attempts is coming and telling me, oh, 20 hours ukandada unakku pass. First 15 attempts detirukar, avanukku edhu kekran. If he was sitting for 20 hours, he could have sat in the first attempt itself and got it. No. 15 attempts, culture 20 hours solrana inna use avanukku. Yes or no? Yes, I can come and tell you, I have not sat for more than 5 hours. I have passed first attempt everything. Does not mean that you have to look at me. I'm telling you, sit for what makes you happy. The moment you feel in that day that things are going short, stop. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. Rahul, target iniki achieve agla. Parvale, adutha paakalam. Don't sit beyond what is making you sad. The moment you sit for it, now it has become an obligation. The course was never started with an intention of obligation. Yes or no? Everyone came in this course because you had a goal in mind. You had an achievement in mind. You had a certain happiness when you joined the course. Is there anyone here who's coming and telling, I did it because I wanted big dowry, because my father is asking for it, mother is asking for it? Everyone came with their intentions. You came with the intention that you want to clear with a happy face and you want to become a happy person. Yes or no? Continue that phase. Continue that phase. The moment you feel like you're getting sad, stop. Stop. Something is wrong that day. Maybe the day is not good. It's okay. Skip the day. Go for a walk, talk to your friends, chill out, talk in music, do whatever you want. After a few hours, if you feel like you're getting happy, start over again. If that is also not happening, stop, no problem. Next day, try another subject. Maybe see if that subject makes you happier. If that is also not happening, then you're worse useless. Hey, then you cannot do anything else in life. Okay, எல்லா சப்ஜெக்டும் உனக்கு அப்படி தான் இருக்குன்னா அப்படி அந்த எதுக்கு கோர்ஸ் பண்றேன்னா சொல்லுங்க அவ்வளவுதான். Okay, at some point of time you will come to that phase where you will realize that boss, you are getting happier. You are getting happier. Stick to it. Stick to it. At the same time, don't come and say, Rahul, only accounts is making me happier, tax is not making me happier, அதனால படிக்கவே மாட்டேன். அப்பனா fail தான். Okay, at some point of time you have to come to that phase also. Yes, the point is, don't stretch beyond what makes you happy. You are then coming to an obligation phase. Now you are not using your whole efforts also. You are then sitting for what you could have completed in 1 hour for 10 hours. And then you're trying to show off to the market, coming and saying, I've done 20 hours, 22 hours, but I've still not passed. It doesn't work out. Clear? Clear? Sit for the time which makes you happy and sit for the time which is effective enough. Okay? You have decided yourself that, Rahul, today I have to complete taxation or a marathon plus or a chapter test. You complete marathon, you complete chapter test, the day is over. Now, whether you completed the marathon in 4 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, 68 hours, doesn't matter. You had a target, you achieved the target. The day you achieve the target, stop the target. That's all. Don't take beyond what is required. Okay, அந்த நாளுக்கு நீ யோசிச்சிருக்க, ராகுல் நான் இதுதான் பண்ணுவேன், இது முடிச்சிட்டுனா அவ்வளவுதான் காலி. Be happy. Spend the life. Spend the day, sorry. Spend the day. Yes. Rahul, no, I should study something else. Maybe I can be proactive. I have not achieved my target. No worries. You have already made a plan. Let's not spoil the plan. Yes or no? Yes. At the same time, if your plan does not get achieved, tomorrow you have to take a little more efforts. Try to complete that thing faster so that you can achieve this target also. Carry forward effect. Yes. But do not sway away with the fact that the course is tough, so I have to study for 20 hours. பண்ணலனால கஷ்டம், இப்படி பண்ணா அப்படி பண்ணா, சீனியர் எனக்கு எப்படி சொல்லிருக்காரு, ஜூனியர் எனக்கு எப்படி சொல்லிருக்காரு, ஒரு லாங் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் ரிலேட்டிவ் டெல்லியில இருந்து கால் பண்ணிட்டு இப்படி தான் நீ படிக்கணும்ப்பா, இப்படி தான் வரும்ப்பா, இப்படி தான் பண்ணணுமோப்பா. Nothing. Okay, you know what you have done better. If you have come till the level of inter, it means you have cleared 12 years of your schooling plus 1 year of your foundation. Yes or no? Does someone else have to come and tell you how to read for your exams? Hello? No. You now know something about your life. You now know how capable you are. Maybe you are capable in practical, maybe you are capable in theory, maybe you are capable for both. Maybe you are useless in all. You know yourself better. Someone else's strategy is not going to help you in any way. Yes, you decide how you want to study, you decide how long you want to study, you decide how you want to go forward. Clear? Everyone? Yes. Last 1 more month, avoid wasting time in other things which may not be fruitful enough for you. Okay, too much going outside, too much talking to friends, too much chit chatting and all is a good idea if it is productive. Talk to your friends to the limited extent of you studying. Rahul, what are you doing? What's your target? Have you achieved your target? How is it going? Compensation colors of this level is okay. Beyond that, இந்த மூவி பாத்தீங்களா, அந்த மூவி பாத்தீங்களா, இங்க போலாமா, அங்க போலாமா, இப்படி பண்ணலாமா, அப்படி பண்ணலாமா, அந்த ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கு இப்படி ஆச்சுரா, அவனுக்கு கேர்ள் ஃப்ரெண்ட் விட்டு போயிட்டாங்கடா, இவனுக்கு டம்ப் ஆச்சுரா, இவனுக்கு செகண்ட் கேர்ள் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இருக்குடா, வேணாம். Everything can be discussed after November 15th, 17th, sorry, 17th. Everything can be discussed after November 17th. No world is going to change because of you. நாளைக்கு நீ ஒரு gossip பண்ணனா எதுவுமே ஆகாது. Okay? No worries. No worries. Hold the discussions. After 17th, when you go for a big party, that time you discuss all these things. No big line will happen. That day you will have bigger things to discuss. So, lengthy போக party. Yes or no? இப்பே பேசிட்டு இருந்தா அங்க பார்ட்டில ஒண்ணும் பண்றதுக்கு இருக்காது. Then you will sit and booze only, nothing else. Yes or no? Yes. So, hold discussions. It's okay. 1 month, dedicate this 1 month. I'm not again I'm telling you, don't mistake me when I come and say dedicate meaning Rahul sit to study, No. Chit chat limitedly to the extent it is helping you grow. Walk to the extent it is making you happy. Listen to music to the extent it satisfies your anger. Beyond that, study. And only study. Yes or no? Yes. Don't avoid your sleeps. Don't avoid your food. Don't make pressures on your head which is not helping you in any way. Okay? You may have all the pressures in the world. At the end of the day, you are some stupid, innocent, immature, 21 lesser year old kid. If you think your life is going bad, trust me, you are doing nothing in life right now. We are at a worse position right now. I can tell you. Okay, imagine myself, no, starting at 6 in the morning, ராத்திரி வரைக்கும் கிளாஸ், அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆஃபீஸ், அதுக்கப்புறம் இது பிரச்சனை, அது பிரச்சனை, வீட்டில் இந்த பிரச்சனை, அந்த பிரச்சனை, இது காசு வரல, அதுக்கு காசு வரல, இதுக்கு சம்பளம் வரல, அதுக்கு பிரச்சனை. Everything is going on life. Okay, I have different stories to tell, but I am not coming and showing my face to you. Have I ever come and told you, Rahul, I'm sad in life, nothing is happening in life, feel me, sympathize me? Nothing. Okay, doesn't matter. Trust me, you are at a very good position than what you are right now. Okay, you had to study 8 subjects once in life. I had to come back after 6 years and study 3 more subjects and take classes for you. Imagine my fate. எப்படி இருக்கும்? For 6 years I have taken one subject, திடீர்னு வந்துட்டு ஒரு 3 சப்ஜெக்ட் கொண்டு போட்டுட்டு ராகுல் இந்தா படிச்சு சொல்லுனா எப்படி படிச்சு சொல்லு, ஒன்றும் தெரியாது. Yes, understand. Things are going very difficult for everyone else also in life. Things are very good for you right now to what you are having right now. Okay, இதில் உட்காந்து டிப்ரெஷன் எடுத்துட்டு ராகுல் இது ஆகலை, அது ஆகலை, இது பிரச்சனை, அது பிரச்சனை. It's okay. It's okay, doesn't matter. பார்த்துடலாம். கஷ்டம் இருக்கா, இன்னொரு அட்டம் பார்ப்போம், பரவாயில்ல. ஓகே, இதுக்கு மேலே உட்காந்துட்டு ராகுல் சும்மா வரல, இது வரல, அது வரல, இது பிரச்சனை, அந்த பிரச்சனை, வேணாம் ராகுல், ஊரே வேணாம், வயிறே வேணாம், ஆளே வேணாம், எதுவுமே வேணாம். Don't require all those things. Yes, be chilled out people. Life is happier that way. Okay, the one reason why I keep marathons during the last 1 month, no, because I know people have already gone down. Okay, அதுக்கப்புறம் இங்கே வந்துட்டு அட்லீஸ்ட் you'll have a happier face. அதுதான் என்னோட இன்டென்ஷன் இருக்கும். அது அட்லீஸ்ட் when you go out of the exam room, no, I mean, you know I'm wasting time right now. You could have used this time for doing better things in life. I know. நானும் அப்படி தான் இருக்கேன். எனக்கோ பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஏதோ இருக்கு. I have too many things to do in life, but I'm also wasting time because I'm also feeling something right now. Okay, the reason I'm standing here right now wasting time with all of you is because I feel like the wind is very low right now. Okay, and the wind ஏத்துனால at least something will be happier. That is why I keep marathons in the very last month, because I feel like that one last month, no, everyone has gone down. Everyone is like, Rahul, this is going wrong, that is going wrong, I don't know what to do, help me out, give me motivation and all. What motivation should I give you? Go fail தான் சொல்ல முடியும். அதுக்கு மேலே I don't know what motivation do you expect from my side. இதுக்கு மேலே நான் என்ன சொல்றது சொல்லு. இவ்வளோ டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன் பாரு, 5:30 ஆச்சு. இதுக்கு மேலே நான் என்ன தான் மோட்டிவேஷன் கொடுக்க முடியும் உனக்கு? Yes, the point is I always feel like this at this point of time, if you're going with a certain happy face right now, because you're hearing nonsense from me only right now, and the nonsense is lifting your spirits right now. In the spirit lift பண்ணிட்டு, if you can go for the next 1 month, no, life is automatically sorted for you. Yes, 2 days you'll be happy with my spirit, 3rd day you'll automatically come down to the same pace. Then I have to again call you for a second marathon. Why? Right. That is why this time what we decided, no, this time we told boss other faculties will also come and take marathon. Okay, so next Saturday FM போட்டிருக்கோம், அதுக்கு next Saturday SM போட்டிருக்கோம், எப்படி வேணா போட்டிருக்கோம், எல்லாமே போட்டிருக்கோம், because we are like, boss, the more you keep coming to class, no, more you at least you'll be engaged, but not required. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. One marathon enough to lift your spirits. Okay, நான் மட்டும் பண்ண போறோம். Yes or no? Yes. Continue this pace, people. Have a happy face right now. I see so many happy faces right now. Let's continue with the same happy face. No, life will be easier. Yes. After exams, come back, chill out, come and tell me, Rahul, life went well. 1 month we did enough in life. Everything wrote well. Maybe we'll pass, maybe we'll not pass. It's okay. Let's come for a cup of coffee. Let's discuss together. If something goes wrong, I'll come and tell, no worries, boss. My friends are going in another academy. I mean, my friends are already there in one more batch. Come and join me. Let's talk together. It's okay. Okay, some small changes are there here and there. Let's discuss about it. That's okay. Okay, ideally I should not do that, but yeah, it's okay. Yes, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just chill out in life, enjoy life, but at the same time, be serious about what you're doing also right now. Okay, don't too much chill out also. Don't too less chill out also. Okay, equal balance in life is important, because understand, CA at certain point of time is important to pass, but after a certain point of time, your social life is also important. Okay, if you keep on just studying, nothing will happen. If you don't study, nothing will happen. So therefore, maintain the balance. Maintain the balance. Everyone in the CA industry is passed, but certain CAs are those kind of serious bloody burgers, nothing doing life. Okay, all serious in life, no friends, no social connect, no nothing in life. They're summa sitting in one room of the CA office, and then they're doing their work all over. They cannot grow. Okay, because they don't have people skills, and they cannot become a manager. Okay, you can make a choice where you can become a CA just to keep doing the base level job, getting the 10 lakh salary for life. Or you can decide to become a CFO of the company, get 1 crore salary by doing nothing in life. Because his job is not to work, his job is to manage. Yes or no? Yes. So too much studying is also not helping you. Have some people skills. At the same time, too much people skills is not helping you, because then you have not passed. Yes or no? A CFO is a person who is qualified CA but does not know too much also. He is neither a non-qualified, he is neither a non-people skill. He is neither non-qualified, neither a non-people skill. You have to be a correct, perfect balance. Okay, enjoy life to the extent possible, be serious to the extent possible. Both are important in life. Enjoy to that extent also. Okay, the people whom you have in your surroundings right now are the friends you're going to get with your life. Okay, these people are the one who are going to be with you forever. Okay, because somehow in this industry, what happens is your junior becomes your senior becomes your junior. Okay, that every combination happens. Okay, so some point of time, the people whom you keep along with you, if they keep passing along with you, some reason you get the special connect with them, while you hate them differently. You still hate them. You will hate them to the core, because every time in the class they will be like different people only. Okay, that person will come and say, boss, sir test irukku, sir paper irukku, idu irukku, enna gaanda irukum. Okay, but eppadi indalum, when you pass along with him, at the end of the day, the batch student, that friend will be that person whom you will always close to your heart. Okay, because even though that person was a nerd for you, when you qualify that CA final along with him, that day you will come and chit chat with him, and that day you will become the best of his friends. Okay, because for some reason, that's how something special about our course, we create that kind of building connect. Okay, so keep your friends along with you close. I'm telling this because I lost all mine. Okay, it's very unfortunate, because I was the kind of person who chilled out and spoke to people to the extent I was there in the course. The moment I completed and I qualified, everyone else failed, so I blocked everyone off. And then now they passed, and now they try to connect to me. I'm like, you have become my junior, I'm sorry. It hurts very bad, because when they come to me, I also feel very bad that I'm doing that, but for some reason I have an inflated ego, man ego, can't help it also. Okay, so therefore I'm coming and telling you what I could not do. Let's not become the next Rahul is what my recommendation is. Okay, chill out with your friends, people. That's important. It's important. These people will carry for you. Okay, at the same time, male, female, or on the gap vecha, okay. Okay, if you have some bonding, that's a different story. Okay, don't force it upon them. That's what my recommendation is. Okay, for a certain amount of bond you keep with them, that's a good thing, but don't force it upon them. Don't force coming and saying, you also CA, me also CA, let's CA. Okay, mutual consent is also important. At the same time, keep your friends close, people. These are the friends you carry with yourself in life. Okay, these people will make a huge impact in the future, because you don't know when you will be needing them. At a certain point when you feel like you want to do practice, these people will be the one whom you'll have more trust, because you've seen them over the while. Okay, at a certain point of time, you will be looking for a job and you don't know where to look for. These people will be working somewhere else where you might be able to get a job better. This will happen the other way around also. Okay, you never know where this useless person will become important for you. Okay, so on the Hindi level comedy solvanga, when required, even you have to make the donkey your god. Okay, other than logic. Okay, I'm not saying they're donkeys, but yeah. Yes, keep that people close. Okay, have that social build, have that social connect. Keep this 1 month importantly enough for you. Enjoy life to the extent possible, clear exams with a happy face, and then come back in CA final with a gooder spirit, because CA final is even worse than what it is right now. Okay, you have better things to, or worse things to look at in CA final, so get through this phase faster so that you can enjoy that phase also better. Okay, because your new syllabus has become even worse. 2 வருஷம் articleship, 6 பேப்பர், ஒன்னும் படிக்கிறதுக்கு இல்ல, everything is worse, எல்லாமே லாஜிக்கலா பேசுறாங்க, லாஜிக்னு அவனுக்கே தெரியாது. Okay, so things are becoming worse, so clear this fast so that you can enjoy that phase of life also better. Okay, idu poite inda adu poite inda, then there is no use. Then you are only waiting life and waiting life and waiting life and waiting life. What do you want to do with that life? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?